The search for a new Reveille, a ninth mascot of Texas A&M, continues, but the legacy of the first one was strengthened a bit yesterday when a painting was unveiled again. Reveille 1 was a stray accidentally hit by Aggie band members coming back to College Station from Navasota in 1931. She became the mascot eventually, but by late 1943 she was getting up there in age, so students raised money to commission a portrait of the dog, and that portrait went missing in the early 90s. But after articles, tips, and detective work, the portrait found its way back to Aggieland yesterday, unveiled at the Sanders Core Center. Dan Boone was one of the students who was on the committee to get the portrait painted by a College Station artist, and he was one of those on hand yesterday to see it and to hear the story of how it was found.
She was number one in the hearts of the Aggies. And of course, I've known about Reveille since 1931. I was 9 years old at that time, but my dad was still going to school. In fact, he was a farmer for a number of years, and he wanted to be an educator. So for the summers of the 30s, we would come up here for him to go to school. And
so just a big day.
So it was just always an exciting part of our lives with Reveille. I never did pet her. Today was the first time I petted Reveille.
The portrait of Reveille was commissioned in 1943 by students and faculty. The painting was placed on display in Cushing Library and was eventually moved to the Military Sciences Building, affectionately known as the Trigon, for decades, until sometime in the 1990s. During renovations to the building, we're not really sure when exactly it took place, the picture disappeared, just vanished, and was not seen again. And through some recent investigation by members of the Texas A&M University Police Department, specifically Russell Rogers and the Office of the Commandant, the painting was located and will be returned to a place of honor with the Corps Cadets and Texas A&M here at the Sanders Corps Cadet Center. And we are extremely pleased that this long missing portrait of our university's first mascot has been found and returned to Aggieland. The enduring story of Reveille 1 and how she became the First Lady of Aggieland still resonates with all Aggies, and we are forever grateful for Reveille's legacy and how the tradition of the Corps' special relationship with our university mascot endures to this day.
The Aggie Network had ran a story on Reveille 1. The painting was still missing. It had been missing since, the late 80s, early 90s.
The article from Dr. David Chapman, former archivist of the university, went out. It was a reprint from 1999, and so it came out in November of 2014, and I received a phone call from a lady that had some information. She remembered that when she was here as a student, that she had seen the painting with an individual, and she provided information and details. I took all the information, followed a little bit of research.
Then at that point, Ms. Kalmus, the curator for Sanders, forwarded the investigation to the University Police Department, and we began to investigate the painting.
She had known the person and had seen it in their possession, and it kind of struck her as strange at the time, and she just happened to remember that. She had been out of the pocket for a while, returned, saw the article, and that led her to give us a call.
I have been able to talk to him. He was actually out of the country. At one point he was in Laos, and at one point he was in Chad, Africa. So it made the investigation a little more difficult, a little more lengthy, because we had to deal with multiple individuals in a lot of different locations, and also the painting was in a different location than he was.
It's wonderful that this piece of A&M history is being returned to us, a very integral part because of all the traditions. I think Reveille is very personal and very close to the hearts of Aggies.
It's always a pleasure to bring such a historical item back to Texas A&M. This is where it belongs. Everybody who's seen it is, genuinely excited and glad to see it back.
We're still making some decisions about where it'll go. We want to make sure that it's going to be well taken care of, that we have the best lighting on it, and that it will always be around for people to come and see. So we want to make sure that we do the preservation and the conservation that we need to make sure that it's going to be around with us for a very long time.